Alright, so we're moving into an area where we're going to look at when there's more than one thing going on. And so far we've been doing ones where it's convert this to that, and that was it. So if we look at question 57, we're going from 8.123 pounds per square inch, and now we're going to convert it into pounds per square feet. And what does that mean? A square inch is like this big, right? And a square foot is this big. And so actually, believe it or not, this number is going to get really big, because instead of it being pounds on that little spot, it's going to be pounds on this big spot. But remember how we talked about like estimating a little bit and thinking about a problem before we do it? That'll help us, is to realize there's going to be, if there's some pounds here, there's going to be a lot more pounds when there's a lot more area, right? Okay, good. So let's take a look at this. Now, that's kind of the common sense approach, but let's also think about the approach where we're doing the math. So again, I've got 8.123 pounds per inch squared, right? And I want it to become, let me get rid of that, I want it to become pounds per square foot. And so I have to do a conversion. Well, the pounds part I don't have to convert, do I? It's pounds and pounds in both. They're in the same spot, so not a problem there. But I have to convert the square inches into what? Square feet. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the inches squared up here and the foot on the bottom. And I'm going to do it twice because it's two dimensions, right? It's not just one dimension. And so I'm going to put 12 inches here and 1 foot, and 12 inches here and 1 foot. And then the inches are going to cancel. Right? I got to do it twice because it was inches squared. And then the foot and the foot are going to get together. And so what do I end up with? I end up with 8.123 pounds per foot times foot is foot squared. Awesome. But what else do we have? We have times 12 times 12, which is 144. And if you remember, again, that there's 144 square inches in a square foot, that's how we got there. Okay. Now we would just multiply those two numbers together. And I did this ahead of time. I don't want you to think that I'm that much of a genius. But it should come out to 1169.712 pounds per square foot, and I'm just going to call it 1170 pounds per foot squared. And that makes a lot of sense, right? We had little tiny inches, and we had some weight on there, but now we're going to have over 144 of those same inches, so this thing should get really big. So when we estimate a little bit and think through the problem, and then we do the math, it all works out good. And so that's what you'll have to do on those set of problems.